Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is April the 19th, 2021. You're at a great place. We're going to give you all a heads up as to where the price is going to go so that you can make your own rational decision as to what you need to do for your own particular circumstance in regards to where price is headed. For us, we pay attention to the price bars and the volume. That's all. You don't need anything else. You don't need to know anything about technical analysis. You don't need to know anything about technical indicators. All you need to know is what the price bars and volume mean. And once you're able to do that, you actually have a major lead among anyone else who participates in the market. Literally, you all have a major competitive advantage over everyone, and that's the way this game is actually operated and played. You need to make sure that you're one leg ahead of everyone else in order to really profit in this space. So if today's your first time viewing our content, hit that like button, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel. We're not going to give you all the bells and the whistles and the roses and the rainbows and the ponies thinking that everything's going to go up to the moon. No, we're going to be more realistic because markets do drop. And as you can tell, the last 2 days in the cryptocurrency space, these cryptocurrencies dropped, and many people were nervous. Many people was wondering, going about doing emergency broadcasts and live streams and trying to explain to you what the market is trying to do, when in actuality they should have already seen that on a price chart. Because one thing, if you didn't know, one thing these price charts do is it gives you a heads up as to what's anticipated to happen. Like, for you to be surprised into the double-digit downside movement we saw yesterday in the cryptocurrency space, you need to realize that it was already foretold on the price chart, right? And you can see it right here. Like, the market hinted that that was a possible thing to occur, especially in Zilliqa right there on the 17th. Okay. Plus, the market was continually going higher and higher in price. So it had to take a down day eventually. Now, were you expecting double digits? A lot of people wasn't. Okay. So let's break this down real quick. We want to talk about our last price prediction in Zilliqa against what actually occurred. And you all can see we didn't get it right. We're not going to get every price prediction correct in this space. And if anything, anyone who continues to show you only their wins has something to hide. We're not going to show you anything. We're going to be fully transparent on what occurred because we have anything to hide. I mean, we know we're going to get some of these predictions wrong, but the only thing that we need to do is to try to learn from it so that the next time we'll be able to react quicker, reduce losses, or not even place the trade in the first place, right? So let's look at this real quick, because we did our price prediction in Zilliqa right there on March the 31st, right? In anticipation that the market was going to drop. It never did it. As a matter of fact, the market gave us weakness right there on the strength continued. The market came and bounced off 17 cents the next following day. That was the time to start thinking to yourself, okay, what's going on in this market? We anticipated the market in Zilliqa to drop in price, and we still held support at 17 cents. Obviously, the market is not that weak. Obviously, the trap is trying to take the price higher, right? That should have been the first indication to us, let us know, okay, we may not be correct in our prediction. Secondly, the next day, April the 2nd, the market did a breakout movement to the upside, right? The market still continued to go higher in price. Now, we did get weakness on April the 2nd that bled over into the next day, April the 3rd. But then look at April the 4th. The market continued to be relentless. It continued to show us that it wanted to go higher in price, right? And it did. So this is pretty much how you're able to read the market, right? We didn't get it right. We got it wrong. And if you were to get out right now, it'll be 14%. Literally right there to where we had our restriction back on March the 31st. So it wasn't correct. So now let's move on. We learned from that. And the question today that is going to try to be answered is, where in the world are we going to go now, right? What occurred the last 2 days in Zilliqa lets us know that something has occurred, something changed. And automatically the first area that I'm seeing that's going to plague the market in Zilliqa of going higher is going to be right in this vicinity. okay, which is around 22 cents, give or take. That's the first area. Now you can still tell though that this market in Zilliqa is still in an uptrend, right? We're just trading well away from the overall trend in the space. Okay, look at that. Okay, so this is one trend, this lower ascending line, which has a very steady slope. The one to where we're currently on, that started on February 28th, is on a steeper slope, which it tried to break yesterday in the market in Zilliqa right here. Okay, the market tried to break that yesterday, and so far the market is still weak. I mean, down almost 3% right now in Zilliqa tells us that the market is still trying to break this ascending line. So let's take a look at the market in Zilliqa on a different time frame. Let me get rid of this ascending line here, and we're going to transpose this line in the market in Zilliqa to show us some sideways trading, right? We need to address that. We need to see exactly what is going on into the market in Zilliqa as we see it trade in between these two lines that I've just drawn. So let's switch it over. Let's look at the 2-day time frame. And this 2-day time frame is kind of worrisome, right? This bar right here with the high volume, okay, lets us know that it was a great war going on between the buyers and the sellers. Like, many of them came in, felt the price was attractive, tried to prop up the price in Zilliqa, right? And then there were those who were trying to sell out their Zilliqa because they bought this currency all the way back towards the lows in 2019 at a penny. Okay, so that is definitely showing us weakness on the 2-day time frame. 3-day time frame, again, still gives us a lot of weakness. So we're in a mixing, filling out phase right now in Zilliqa. The market is trying to make its determination as to whether or not there is still enough interest in Zilliqa at these prices so that we can continue to see the movement higher, or we're going to see the market finally break down. Weekly time frame, take a look at that. Even here in Zilliqa, the market has given us a lot more weakness in this space than strength. Last week, we were able to see the market in Zilliqa at least top out last week around 25 cents. But we closed towards the middle of the bar. So the weakness definitely overwhelmed the strength last week. You know, the weakness definitely won out in last week's trading in Zilliqa. And currently right now you see it bleed over into the start of this trading week. Okay, so real quick, let's play this out into the market in Zilliqa. I'm not really too keen on seeing the market in Zilliqa go higher in price, not yet. So pretty much just looking for this cryptocurrency trade sideways. And I really like this area here though for support. All right, so I'm gonna extend this out a little bit longer. All right, right there. So real quick, let's try to determine where these areas of support can be. So the first area is going to be right there at 19 cents. Then again at 18, then 17. So literally 1 penny increments is where we're looking for the market in Zilliqa to grab some support. All right, so let's switch this back over to the daily. And the market here is still weak. Okay, now you can see that generally what we're expecting the market in Zilliqa to do is simply trade sideways. That's about it. Okay, so we're looking for the market to try to grab support around 19 cents, then 18, then 17. All right, that's it. Now, the quicker we come in and hold support, I'm telling you this now, the better. Okay, if we see strength come in tomorrow and we still hold 19 cents as support, then that lets me know that the strength is re-entering the market and that the market will go higher in price. See, we're already learning from what occurred in our last price prediction. If we still see the same thing and the market doesn't continually drop, then that lets us know that we need to switch the prediction and expect the market to go higher. But as of this particular moment, we're going to play the weakness. So since we are expecting that that is a probable thing that can occur, we need to come in and TP out the market right there at 19 cents, which will still give us 2.83% profitability. Back down to 18, which is around 8%. All right, but I'm going to hold it down here towards 17 cents ultimately over the next 3 weeks as to what the market is anticipated to do in Zilliqa. So I'm still seeing the weakness though. I don't think we're out the woods yet in terms of seeing this market in Zilliqa drop in price. And we have identified where we'll go in and TP out the market. And now it's your turn. As always on our videos, we want you all to call the markets. Where do you all expect the price to be? And in Zilliqa's case, where do you think it's going to be in the next 3 weeks? Drop a comment in the comment section and let us know. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, trade different.